waiting for Monica to join. We're waiting for Monica to join. So, wait. So my fans are the best because they know that I'm like terrible at Instagram Live. And I never know what's happening. I literally just requested. Okay, I have to request. Let's see. I don't see her. Hey, everybody. Wait, but there's so many requests to join. So you guys, I wanted to go live tonight because my friend Monica Raymund has a show named Hightown, and I love this show so much. It was filmed in my hometown. I mean, not literally my hometown. It's filmed in P-Town, and I grew up in Boston, and I spent a lot of time in P-Town as a young adult, turning up and acting crazy. And when I first saw this pilot, I was like really excited to watch it. And then I saw that it was Monica's show. So I reached out to Monica and I was like, I love your show and I'm so excited, and we've been talking, and I wanted to go live tonight for the finale. So let's see, is Monica with us? I don't see her. Do we see her, shall we? Oh, she's requesting. Oh my God, look at all these requests. Won't she'll come up as a... Yeah. Thank you for your patience, everybody. Is she requesting? Yes. Okay. Let's view again. View. Monica Raymond, here she is. Waiting for Monica Raymond, connecting.
Hi! Hi! This is so cool. Oh my God. So I just got to the Bahamas. I literally just landed like 30 seconds ago.
Wow. Well, welcome to the Bahamas.
Thank you, Mama Shiny. You're in Utah, right?
I'm in Utah. I am in Park City. Hi, everyone.
How's it going there? Are you having fun? Your pictures look amazing.
So fun. I'm having such a blast. I went on a little solo hike today and did a little self-care day out in the wilderness.
Nice.
So good. How are you?
I'm so good. Now, are you there with your girlfriend? Is it girlfriend or wife? I don't want to get in trouble.
It's my girlfriend for now.
Okay, for now. Look, she's
But,
blushing now. She's blushing.
We'll
Waiting for a ring.
She's upstairs, and I'm like just sitting here with my beverage and so excited to talk to you. And congratulations, by the way, on season 17, right?
Oh my God, yes. Let's not say those numbers. It's almost like my birthday at this point. It's like, no, stop the numbers. So my assistant is here with me, and I just found out that I cannot. So listen, stars, if you're listening, we cannot get Hightown in the Bahamas, and this is a problem. So I can't watch the finale, so I'm freaking out because I need to see this finale. And can I get it on Slingbox? Because I have Slingbox. I need to see what happens. Wait, please tell me the actor's name who plays Osito, because he is ridiculous.
So good. His name is Atkins. And if you guys want to go follow him on Instagram, he's incredible. And what's lovely about him is he's actually such a sweetheart, and he's so funny. But like, he also plays this hella scary dude on Hightown, and like, but you also kind of like him. So it's this.
No, this is what it is. It's like people. It's like Denzel, right? It's like he has this like. Denzel has this quality where he can be such a badass and a monster, but you still love him. And I don't know what you call that. It's Tony Soprano had the same thing. James Gandolfini had the same thing. And the actor who plays Osito has that. Like, you feel for him. And so I'll say to the audience, and Monica will, I think, agree with me, that to be able to have the quality of being a killer and a madman and still make you feel for them and make you have empathy and empathize with why they are living the life they're living is a real, not only skill, but it's just a quality that you don't come by often in actors. So I want to follow him on Instagram. Will you text me his Instagram?
I will. I'll send it to you.
Okay.
That he's amazing. And then like I gotta say, the entire cast of Hightown is so good.
They're so good. Everybody is so good. And I'm so sorry. I just got off a flight, and so I'm not good with everybody's character names and everybody's real names, but I mean, big up to all the cast, because the cast is phenomenal. And who's the actress who plays
Renee?
Yes.
The stripper. So
yes.
Her name is Riley Vogel, and I was texting her all the last 6 weeks because I was like, every time you are on screen, she just blows me away. And she's playing this character, she's a stripper by day. She's, sleeping with the jug pin guy. And then she also has such a vulnerability to her where she's falling for Badge's character, Ray Abruzzo. And this character, when you get a character like that where they get to play 6, 7, 8 different shades of who they are, it's just, again, like what we were talking about with Atkins, it's such a testament to her skill. I mean, truly, I'm not even saying
really
that like BS. Like, I really am shocked and so impressed by her, like, being able to just be like that bombastic as the stripper, and then being this soft, amazing mom at night. It's so cool. Whew, I get excited.
Tell me her name again. Sorry. Tell me her name.
Riley. Her name is Riley.
She is incredible, and I have to tell everybody who's watching, like, if you think that's easy, I'm sorry. To get up there and play a stripper, take your clothes off, kill it, be sexy, that's not easy. There's a crew watching, there's lines, there's blocking. It's not easy to do that. And she literally crushes every scene, and she pulls focus in every scene. And who's Ray Abruzzo, hottie? Super hottie.
Oh, you like him, yeah?
Yes, I love him. And I don't go for white boys much, but he's a cutie. Yes.
Oh, that's right. James Badgedale is his name. And he is such a badass. He and I at the boxing gym. That's how we met each other. We had both been cast on this show. And I was at my gym in New York, and he was there, and our trainer was like, oh, she's on Stars. Aren't you on a Stars show? And we were both like, oh, shit, we're on the same show. And so we've been best buddies ever since. He's amazing. James Badgedale.
Wait, is James not from Boston? Because his accent is on point.
Yeah, I don't think I don't know. I don't think he's originally from there, because I know he was practicing the dialect the whole time.
He's really good. His accent. So I grew up in Boston, and I spent, my young adult years going to P-Town with all my friends.
Cool.
And his accent is amazing.
Yeah? I'm going to let him know you said that. I literally, because he was so freaking out about it. It was driving him crazy.
I'm sure. Yeah. Listen, it's a really hard one. And when they get it wrong, they get it really wrong. And it's so distracting. And I have to say that, my husband is also from Boston. And my husband saw the pilot first. I hadn't seen any, trailers for the show. And my husband was like, I watched this new show last night called Hightown. It takes place in P-Town. The pilot was amazing. I really want you to watch it with me. So I was like, okay. Wow. So then I watched it. I was like, wait a minute. That's what's for Monica. That's Monica. And I was like, I'm watching this show. Like, this is amazing. And everybody's accent, everybody does such a good job. It's really, obviously, been on a, show myself for 16 seasons. I'm pretty cynical about television. I'm a pretty cynical TV watcher. And you guys are just, it's such a good show. The writing, the acting. It's very rare that I look forward to a show, and I'm pissed that I can't see the fucking finale tonight. Are you kidding me right now? Like, you can't the finale?
You can't go online because you're going to get so many spoilers. You're going to have to figure out how to see it.
Well, my husband has Slingbox, so I think I might be able to watch it on Slingbox.
Well, so I haven't seen the finale either. And I thought that maybe I would go live while I watch it here tonight if people want to hop over to me when we're done, because I haven't seen it.
Oh, you haven't seen it, but you obviously filmed it, so you know what's happening.
I do know what's happening.
I'm so pissed.
It has been a year, so.
Oh my God.
Oh.
It's really true to life, I gotta tell you. I mean, listen, I haven't lived in Boston in 20 years, but it's a really good piece of work. You all should be super proud of it.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Ellen. I appreciate it.
So season 2, what's happening? Wait,
I don't know. I think what's gonna. Well, so I can't tell you because you haven't.
No, I can't. But like with COVID and everything, when are you guys supposed to go back? I mean, see, so also let me say that, like, listen, I'm super grateful. I've had an incredible run on Grays. I have the most incredible fans, and I know Monica. I know you can sort of relate how hard hour-long drama is, and you made an incredible jump from Chicago Fire to, so let me all just say, 1 second, let me just take a moment. So Monica was on a very successful show, and she took a leap, which isn't easy to do. It's not celebrated, it's not supported, it's not something anybody tells you to do. They tell you no, stay where you are. You gotta hit. You're on something that's going. You're on something that's working. Stay. She had the balls. She took a leap. And this is what happens when you take chances. And I'm so happy to see you thriving and shining and so successful. And it really makes my heart sing to see you like make that leap and see you in this role, because you're just living your best life in this role. You can see it in every single scene you're in.
For me, why I'm getting so emotional, because what Ellen's talking about is so true. And like taking a jump, and Fire's still on the air. It's like 10 or 9 or something. They got another 3-year pickup. So taking that jump it's scary, man. It's so scary, and like, but it did take some balls, and I was really scared. But it was such a moment where I just had to believe in myself, like that's when you really show up for yourself, right? You're like, well, nobody's really supporting this, but I know that I have to do this, and I don't know why, so I'm just gonna like jump off the mountain and see if I can fly.
Right. And you are flying.
Okay.
And it's something, by the way, I've never done. It's different. You weren't the lead of that show,
right?
So it's a little easier. I'm sort of, I have more responsibility on me.
Yep.
But I don't want anyone to underestimate what a task that is. And you deserve all the credit in the world.
Thank you.
And I'm really so proud of you. And I'm so excited. I get to live vicariously. I can stay on my show. And I get to live vicariously through you.
Well, I hope someday I get to, I don't know, maybe I get to work with you, whether it's over at Grays or somewhere else.
I gotta wind it up sometime. It's, we're getting to that time, folks. I'm not saying right now, but like we're getting close. It's, I've given it everything I have and a little more.
You give it up. It's
so
amazing.
Talk to me about what are they saying to you guys about COVID and about season 2? If you can share anything. Sorry,
I don't really know much, actually. I mean, we have a season 2, so that's cool. But the COVID situation, it's got to be something similar to what they're telling you. I think everybody's hope is that things start to get shooting again in the fall. But, as you all know who are watching this, I mean, the news changes every 10 minutes. I think if we could be shooting yesterday, they would. Because Star loves the show so much. But I think we're going to see late fall. That's my guess. But it could be even later. I don't know.
Which will present challenges, and it'll sort of have to work into the story, because I'm sure, as you all know, so Provincetown is the southernmost tip of Massachusetts. And there's a lot. It's cold. It's going to get cold there. In October, it's going to get cold, which will add, so you guys shot season 1 in the summer, I'm guessing?
That's right. We shot it in season 1 in summer, and then in season 2, I think the winter element is going to be part of the story.
It would have to be, which is also really interesting because, you know, I've never spent any time in the winter in P-Town, but I definitely on the vineyard, on Martha's Vineyard. I definitely have been there like in September and on the Cape. You know, even in September, like it literally after Labor Day, it just closes up. There's just no one there. Everyone's gone. So it has this like eerie, you know, this different eerie vibe.
Yeah,
which is like really cool for storytelling.
So cool for storytelling, and like kind of also the way it looks. I've never been there either, but what I've seen in photographs, I think it'll photograph beautifully. But because the story is so centered on like the locals there, what happens when all the tourists are gone, it's going to be the perfect backdrop for like more crazy shit to happen.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm excited, and it will be cold, but I've been in Chicago for a long time.
Right. You can deal.
Cold.
Sure. Yeah, I love these comments. People are like, I'm literally screaming. You guys are the best for following us, for loving us. We love you right back.
Love you so much. This is so cool.
This is so cool that
This
we
is my
get
first
to sort of,
live.
it's for Monica's first live, and we get to share fans, and you are supporting us, supporting each other. And that means a lot to us because that's what women should be doing. Brazil, what's up, Brazil? Hola.
Chile,
Ooh,
Peru,
out
hola.
here.
¿Cómo están? Colombia. Yeah, this is what I'm talking
That
about.
accent is amazing.
Hola, hola.
So I gotta tell you something. So let me ask you a question.
Yes.
About the lesbian culture. Can we talk about lesbian culture for a moment?
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, bring it on.
Okay. So, because now I'm a mom of 3, right? And I haven't been in the clubs in a minute. Mama hasn't been in the clubs in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
So, I noticed, I said to Chris when we were watching a couple of weeks ago, because the show wasn't on last week. So, the girl that works at the bar, at the tea dance.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when I was hanging out at the tea dances in P-Town, and I've hung out at the tea dances in P-Town, never would the girls be mixing with the guys. Now, see, all you youngsters, this is here, and Monica's much younger than me, but this is where our generational shit comes in, right?
Right.
And all of you kids who are so woke, and we love you, and you're transforming the culture and transforming conversations that we're so grateful for. But when I was at the tea dances, it was lesbian clubs and gay clubs. And you didn't see a lot of mixing.
Mm-hmm.
And in that scene, when I see a girl bartending at the tea dance, I'm like, oh, you're probably too young to know that this is a whole different vibe than 20 years ago. I'm like literally like dating myself, but that's okay.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think you're right. It is a different vibe. I haven't been to a club in a minute either.
Because we work. Because Mama, we work.
We gotta bring it home. We gotta make that money. And I do know. That I think one of this lesbian bars like in the country is based in Provincetown, and it's still there. I don't know what it's called. Maybe our fans will know it, but it is like a staple of P-Town, like one or two lesbian bars there. And you're right, it was like so separated for so long.
Right.
But now, because inclusion, because of the conversation of gender, and sort of seeing this intersectionality between non-binary and however people want to identify, and sort of the conversation of what gender is now, between like queer folks and heteronormative. And so the conversation is so much more complex in a way that liberates us, because now we're beginning to see where we can present how we feel inside. And that's such a new frontier that this generation is really like bringing to the forefront, which I'm so grateful for. So maybe that has something to do with it. You know, it's like sort of becoming one. I don't know. It's so beautiful too.
I really loved it. When I see those scenes, I'm just like, I love these kids. I love this new generation. I love the acceptance and the oneness of the community. Because when I grew up, and I did grow up in the gay community, there was a lot of sort of, there's the gays and there's the lesbians, and we don't fuck with each other. And it was always really confusing to me as a straight person. But I love just watching it all. I love watching these new generations of kids embrace each other. And, so I got one year in P-Town, my last year that I was in P-Town, I think I went to P-Town like 3 summers. And I would only go for a couple days at a time. And I was in Madonna drag. I was in Madonna Vogue drag.
Yes.
And I got carried down the street by a group of girls. I literally got kidnapped and carried down the street. It was amazing. I was a little scared. To be honest. I didn't know where I was going.
You were the hottest girl on the street.
I was lip syncing on a rooftop. I mean, and I remember, so my friend Chip, I was with my friends Chip and Desi, and my friend Chip was holding me up, and we were on a rooftop, and I had so much sort of I was all oiled up, and I had so much body makeup and oil on, and I remember him holding me up, and I was so slippery, and I was like, this is how I'm gonna meet my end. I'm literally gonna fall off of this roof. He was probably high on whatever he was on. And he was holding me up, and I'm lip syncing Madonna, and I'm like, I know he's my skin is too slippery right now. This is not going to be good. I am going to fall off.
But what a fabulous way to go. You had just like a damn prayer.
Just like a damn prayer. I had a lot of fun in P-Town. I really did. I love that you guys are sort of telling stories in that town because it has such a rich history for the culture, and the opioid crisis is a huge epidemic, and amazing to shine a light on that also. So
yeah, it's something that is kind of near and dear to me as well, unfortunately, and that was such a big reason why I was so attracted to the show as well, is because here's an opportunity to tell it like it is, and it's so normalized, and it shouldn't be. It should be shocking and bombastic and scary and in your face. This is what happens when people are in this disease of addiction. So, and also from my character's point of view, her being an alcoholic and having to deal with sobriety and what that is. And so there's a lot of conversation about that. That's at the front of the show, which I love because it just affects almost everyone in this country, unfortunately. But I'm really passionate about that and talking about the opioid epidemic and talking about addiction and mental health because the show is full of these flawed characters who are addicted to something in some way, and we sort of see the tragedy that comes from it.
Yeah, I think that, listen, I hope you all are appreciating the blend that this show is bringing, really, of highlighting these super important issues and bringing light to them, but also entertaining us. And I think as actors, I think Monica will agree with me, as actors, any chance we get to do that, to talk about problems that y'all can relate to, and also entertain you, but also make you feel like you're not alone. I think that's why we're all in this business, to be able to do all of it.
Yeah, I mean, to piggyback off that too. For me as a storyteller, it's now at a point in my life. I'm old enough now. I've been on the planet a long time now, enough time to be able to decide what I want to do with the time left. And so being conscious about the projects that we do as actors is now, it almost feels like a responsibility to ourselves, but also the people who follow us. There's something that's personal to me, I'm gonna do it. because it's affected me, and so and now I know it affects so many other people, and if it connects me to the viewers in a personal way, like that's why we do this. You're absolutely right.
It's really incredible that we have this. I know with me, and I know you're going to gain more followers and more followers because this show really is so good and it's worthy of all the attention. So I hope you all watch this show, watch her show. But it's true. It's like, you know, to be able to have meaning to our work is really impactful, and you all following us makes us feel like we're doing something good. And I hope you all see that for women to support women is something else we all should be doing. We all should be loving each other and supporting each other, and just have open hearts and open minds and be able to listen to each other's stories and try to understand each other a little more. I think that's what the world needs right now, for sure.
Connection and love and support.
And she's not bad to look at either, Monica Raymund. Just saying. So I can say that, Mama. She's off on her ATV somewhere. I'm happily married anyway, so it's all good. Okay, so my battery is going to die soon. So before we hang up, so I hope that I can stream this, or I can slingbox it. Can you give me just like a little bit, in case I can? I'm literally like here for a while. I got to find a way to get this show. So, but just tell me a little bit about what happens tonight. What happens to Osito?
Well, you're gonna see. You know how you saw him earlier in the season. He starts to go to that guy. He starts to deal on the side a little bit. Yep. Mm-hmm. He's like trying to get out of Frankie's thumb.
Are those Trinidadians? Wait, who are they? They're the not Trinidadians. They're the
Well, he's Haitian, Osito.
No, but the guys that he's trying to mess with, they're
Frankie.
Yeah, they're from these.
He's Puerto Rican.
Oh, they're Puerto Ricans? No, there's some other.
I don't know.
There's something else in the show. I forget.
The guy who's in the house with the girl.
Yeah, with the daughter.
Yeah.
It's not Trinidadian. It's
I don't know where he's from.
I forget, but it's like when you grow up in Boston, there's a community. Yeah. So okay, so he starts messing with them.
Yeah, so he starts messing with them, and we're gonna start I don't know if I should tell you, but we're gonna see like the tension between Frankie and Osito ramp up by the end, and then you're gonna see my character, meet up with Ray Abruzzo, and kind of join forces with him.
I love that.
And we decide, you know what, we're going to go after Osito. Fuck this. Let's get this guy. We have enough. So we go after him. Something scary happens to me. And then by the end of it, like, I'm all in. Ray's all in, but he's kind of like on the outskirts now. But I'm like knees deep into the department. And then at the very end, I see that I'm going to have to be dealing with Frankie like one-on-one. That's all I could say.
Oh my God. Okay. That's super scary. So I want to have a proper send-off before my battery dies. I love you so much.
Love you too. Thank
you,
Ellen.
for doing this for me. I'm so excited. I'm like a super fan.
This is crazy because I'm a super fan of you.
And I'll text you tomorrow.
Okay, cool.
Okay, I hope you all watch the show. Please download the show. Watch Hightown on Stars. These people, all of them, are working their asses off to entertain you. And it's such a good show. And I love them all so much. So thanks, everybody, for joining our live.
Thanks, everyone. Thank you so much, Ellen.
Thank you, Monica. I love you.
Have a good weekend. Bye.
Bye-bye.